Hey, Tiny Dream Team. We are here at, you guessed it, the beach. Couldn't pass up the opportunity. Well, we pulled to the side of the road here in Panama City Beach, Florida. We're just going to have a lunch. Tammy's going to do a little cooking for you today.
Hi, guys.
We got a new Suburban griddle strapped to the side here. Getting it all seasoned up, as you can see. And she's getting ready to make us a little special lunch.
And this is our new camper.
Yeah, our new camper.
Check it out. Check out the outside. You probably already saw it in the last video, but if you haven't, here it is.
Yep, this is our third day in it. This will be our third night tonight, but we're not going to park here on the side of the road. We don't think we can. But
yeah, this is just a day thing. We're parking here for the day.
Yeah, we're parking here because why not? You know?
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's that view right there. I mean, why not? For real.
That's the Gulf of Mexico right there, just feet away from us.
Pardon my bad hair days.
The wind is blowing her hair, and you ought to see my hair. It is just awful. But anyway, we're going to get ready to start cooking, so hang in there and watch our special recipe.
Okay, so today we're going to make for you guys a Zuppa Toscana skillet, and it's inspired by Zuppa Toscana soup that you get at Olive Garden. So the first thing you want to do is to grab you some hot Italian ground sausage, and I got this at Publix and it's fresh, so we're just going to take it, we're going to throw it in the pan, and we're going to start. Well, we want to get that piece off. That would not be good. And we're just going to brown it up real good. And we're going to throw the trash away so it doesn't blow away, because, you know, it's a very windy day, and every day is windy at the beach. Every day.
So we just put the skillet right on the griddle. We could be cooking inside, but why not? You know?
Why not? Yeah. We got to try out this griddle just to see how it's good. Or, that's not right. To see how good it cooks. Yeah, there you go. There we go.
All right, I'll let you get to browning.
Okay, so I've got the Italian sausage, hot Italian sausage, all browned up, and I'm about to add some minced onions. Now, you can add as many as you want. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, but these are dehydrated minced onions you can get at any grocery store. I'm going to add some of these, and I'm just going to let it simmer just a little, or not simmer, but saute just a little longer.
Let some of that grease out of the sausage
soak in
and wake them onions up.
Uh-oh. And when this is through, we're going to set it aside, and we're going to grab our other ingredients and work on those.
Move on.
But right now, I'll tell you that this is a 1 pound package of Italian sausage. And I'll also tell you that we will put the recipe in the description below. So make sure you check out the description if you like to have the recipe to this Zuppa Toscana skillet. Okay guys, now that it's all browned up, we're going to set it aside, and we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so I have removed the sausage from the pan, and I left the sausage grease inside the pan as well as the minced onion, and I added some Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. Now I added about 4 slabs, and y'all can do whatever you want. That's a little, about maybe 1/3 of a stick I added. And I'm gonna take some sliced potatoes and add it to my skillet. And we're gonna fry these potatoes until they are no longer hard.
And that Kerrygold butter already has the garlic and some herbs in it, so you don't have to add garlic.
Yes, exactly. So that cuts back on time, because you know when you're at the beach and you're cooking, you really don't want to be out here all day cooking. You actually want to be able to enjoy the beach. By the way, my potatoes are looking a little bit on the pink side, some of them inside, because I set them on the table after I prepped them so I could do some other prepping. And so if they look a little weird, that's because I set them on the table for maybe 30 minutes or so, and they got some air to them, so they'll still be good. Oops. They're just
Seagulls will get that one.
right, there you go. They're just looking a little funky at this point, but still tasty nevertheless.
So now you're just frying potatoes.
Yeah, all I do is just fry these potatoes. I wish I had something to cover it with, guys. I wish I did, and I'll probably find something, but if you have a pot lid or something, please put your pot lid on there and maybe adjust your temperature to a medium heat, and just keep jostling is that keep moving them around in the pan until they're no longer firm.
There you go. Now you got the extra virgin olive oil out there. Is that just to keep them?
Yeah, I was thinking about adding just a douse of it, and I didn't get to tell y'all. Y'all see what a douse is to me. It's like bam, bam, bam.
And now keep in mind, that is not virgin olive oil. That is extra virgin olive oil.
Yes.
Not just one virgin, you get an extra virgin. All right, we'll get back with you as soon as the potatoes are nice and cooked.
Okay, guys, I think the potatoes are about done cooking and frying in the pan, so we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so I have dropped about 3 more tablespoons of the Kerrygold garlic and herb butter into this pan, and as you can see, I'm just moving it around a little bit, and I'm just trying to coat the pan with it. And I am going to add some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add about maybe, I would say, a cup of the heavy whipping cream. We're going to add about a handful of bacon bits. You can put it out in your hand like that. You see that? And you just bam, right into the pan. We're going to add about a half a can of chicken broth. I've got Publix, but you know, you can get whatever you want. And we're just going to add that, half a can. Well, I'll take that back. That's more like almost 3/4 of a can there. We're going to shake in a few shakes of the Lawry seasoning salt. We're just going to do that just a little bit to add a little bit of kick to it. And we're going to go and get us some salt, and we're going to maybe add a little tiny bit of, just like 2 pinches of salt, not a whole lot, because you just put the Lawry's in there, and the Lawry's is salt enough. We're going to add about a pinch or 2 of black pepper. All right, and we're going to simmer this on a medium to low heat, and we're going to add about 2 to 2.5 cups of chopped kale. Now you can chop it in any size you like. I just prefer this particular size. Sorry, it's sticking to my cheap styrofoam plate, you know. We don't quite have this camper together yet, but as you can see, I'm just kind of stirring it in the heavy whipping cream and the chicken broth, and the kale is working in really nicely. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit now. We're gonna kick it into high gear, turn it up maybe to the medium to high heat now so we can get this thing going because, you know.
So what's the goal with this? Are you kind of just softening up the kale or?
Yes, I'm softening up the kale. It needs to come to a boil, but I don't want my cream to stick to the bottom of the pan, so that's why I'm working it around, you know. And you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and add the rest of this cup of chicken broth. I mean, the rest of this can of chicken broth because it doesn't look like it has enough. Well, maybe not the rest of it. I'm making this recipe up as I go along, guys, because I do this. Like my mother taught me to not really go by a recipe, but we can figure it out for you guys at the end. I will definitely link it in the description. This is what you call my brand new recipe. So you guys will be the first ones to try this recipe other than us. All right, so we're going to wait for that to simmer and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so we have the mixture, the liquid mixture boiled down to where your kale is nice and done. It's not firm anymore. It's actually pretty limp, the way you would do a soup mixture. And the next step we're going to do, we're going to try to do that real quick. We're going to take this off and set it aside just for a second. We're going to bring the potatoes back. Now, we're going to pour this mixture over your potatoes. Look at that. It looks yummy. Wow, that looks really good. Nice. All I got to say is bam, guys. That looks so good. All right. The next step, we're going to take this sausage that we set aside, the Italian sausage, ground up, and we're going to put all of this over into our mixture as well. There we go. Bam to that. And we're going to kind of just stir it in ever so slightly. And as you see, we're just going to let it simmer. If you have a lid, you might want to put a lid on at this point and just let it simmer for about, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes at maybe low to medium heat. And if you're like me and you like things done a little bit faster, you could sit here and or stand here and play with it, you know, and turn it up on a little higher heat so it would boil down a little quicker. But that's the idea. We want to boil this heavy cream mixture down to where we have not a soup consistency anymore, but like a hash consistency. So it'll be a little bit more dry. Now you don't want it too dry, but you know, it'll still be moist, but it just won't be as moist as a soup.
You want to kind of boil all that flavored into it too.
Right, that's what you want to do. So if you have a lid right now, I say just put it on there and just start simmering. Okay, now we've taken the lid off and we are open simmering. We want to put that on high heat right now and just simmer it open until we get rid of most of the mixture of liquid that you have left in the pan. And once you get that done, then it'll be time to plate it up. Okay guys, it is looking just about done, so we're going to plate it up.
And get inside.
Yes,
it's raining.
It is. All right, we've plated it up, and now it's time to add some Italian 6-cheese blend. We're adding mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, assaggio, or whatever, and romano. And we're just going to sprinkle it over top for a little bit of garnish.
And taste.
There we go, and voila.
Nice.
We are all ready to eat. Now, Paul is going to be our official taste tester, so I'm getting ready to grab the camera and film him taste testing.
Now, if you've ever been to Olive Garden and eaten their Zuppa Toscana
Zuppa.
Zuppa, however you say it, you go there and you get a bowl of soup, and sometimes you get one or two little slivers of potato and one little chunk of sausage. But this is Zuppa Toscana skillet, so you don't have all that liquid and you get as much potato and sausage as you want. That's a 2 thumbs up right there. It's real savory. It's you can taste the garlic. You get the spice from the sausage and the cheese creaminess, and you can kind of get the milk flavor in there as it's going, and the butter. I love butter. You can tell I'm a little butterball, but it's very, very good. Awesome. Good job, man. Thank you.
Thank you. So if you guys like this episode, please care to like and subscribe and comment and hit the notification bell so you can see him eating another wonderful meal that I have prepared.
And share with your friends. Share. I gotta go. I'm hungry.
All right, you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy. We'll see you next time. Get out there and smash it.